He was standing in a country where free speech was weaponized to conduct a genocide. And he met with the head of a political party that has far-right views and some historic ties to extreme groups. The context of that was changing the tone of it. And you know that the censorship was specifically about the right.
No, I have to disagree with you. Free speech was not used to conduct a genocide. The genocide was conducted by an authoritarian Nazi regime that happened to also be genocidal because they hated Jews and they hated minorities and they hated those that they had a list of people they hated, but primarily the Jews. There was no free speech in Nazi Germany. There was none. There was also no opposition in Nazi Germany. They were a sole and only party that governed that country. So that's not an accurate reflection of history.
I mean, where do you go with that? When we started with the whole Jim Acosta wanting to boycott the White House. God bless you, Jim Acosta. You get your ass fired from CNN. I don't know how much lower you can go than that. But
yeah, good night.
How do you combat that? You travel around the world. You play around the world. I will tell you that. So last, December, I was in Italy. I was in France, and the media there is worse than our media in terms of its anti-Israel, anti-Semitic positions, and we have this domestically.
Well, first, I have to give Marco credit. He was much more diplomatic than I would have been. And look, nothing in the media surprises me. The idiocy of the media. Look, CBS was the same news outlet that doctored Kamala Harris's interview because they knew that they were basically showing the behind the curtain. Later that night on 60 Minutes, as you probably saw, they interviewed some folks in Germany who will basically put you in jail if they don't like your tweet. And they never asked the question, who is picking what is offensive and what is not? Where does this lead to? So really, our media has, and we've known this. Look, this is the same media that covered up for Joe Biden's dementia for 3 or 4 years. So nothing surprises me there. But what does really concern me is exactly what J.D. Vance was talking about in Europe. Literally in Germany, there's a vice chancellor that has filed over 700 lawsuits, offenses against people that have called him an idiot. They are arresting people and putting them in jail. That should be chilling for everybody. This is not North Korea.